These days, you'll hear a lot about socialism, democratic socialism, communism, and they're gaining more and more traction and they're becoming more and more popular. The question one has to ask is why? What drives the popularity of these ideas? Simple. It's the politics and religion of envy. It's desiring what someone else has and figuring that the reason you don't have it is because they took it from you. That's it. You rightfully deserve it and they wrongfully took it. In fact, this concept of being envious is not a new concept. If you are of the Christian worldview and you look at the 10 Commandments, God was pretty clear on this. The 10th commandment he gave the people of Israel was simple. You shall not covet. That's it. If you don't covet, if you don't desire what someone else has, you're not obsessed with that, it's going to preclude you from doing a lot of horrible things. Things like basically Commandment 6, you shall not kill. It's very easy to kill those that you feel have taken something that's rightfully yours. In fact, communists have done it throughout the centuries. You look at what Mao did, you look at what Stalin did, you look at what Castro's done. It's easy to rationalize murder when you look at it through the lens of envy and being coveting. Another one is, you shall not steal. That's commandment number 8. But it's not stealing if you take what's rightfully yours, correct? If someone like Elon has taken something from you, essentially, I mean, in fact, I'm sure Tesla was your idea, and so was SpaceX and all those different sorts of things. You probably imagined them at some point, but he kind of, took your idea and just ran with it and built this large empire. So rightfully, you deserve what the billionaires have and the millionaires have. Bernie would tell you that. So easy to steal. And we can even break it to a simple denominator. I mean, breaking into a department store and stealing a bunch of Gucci bags, I mean, who doesn't deserve that? In fact, because of the upbringing you have, because of the patriarchy, the systemic racism, whatever, you name it, you deserve that item. And that reason alone is enough to take what you want. And again, the core of that is the heart of envy and the core of being coveting. It says, you shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. That's commandment number 9. But it's not lying if your neighbor is an a-hole and he's just wealthy. I mean, that's just being truthful, right? That's sharing your truth. That's right. My truth is I deserve everything they've got. So when I say something, it's not really a lie anymore. It's my truth. It also, there's another one, number 7, which says, you shall not commit adultery. Well, adultery at the core of it, the heart of it, again, is the same thing. It's being coveting and being envious and saying, how dare those people have that life? How do they dare they have that spouse or partner? How dare they have that boyfriend or girlfriend? How come I don't have that? You're not satisfied with what you have. You don't work towards improving what you have or changing the situation in any positive way. You just feel that you need to take it from someone else. That's the core of it. And really, folks, it's an easy sell because actually working for things, creating things, building things, being patient in a culture where everybody wants instant gratification, it's simple to blame it on someone else. And that envy, that being coveting, will lead you to do horrible things. In fact, it's led leaders who believe in those ideologies to murder millions and millions of people. None of this stuff pans out well. It never turns out well. Now, you may not be religious at all, and you say, man, this God thinks it's a BS or whatever. Fair enough. But for those of you, even that are atheistic, I mean, you got to figure that those precepts seem to make some sense. I mean, murdering others, stealing stuff from people, lying about people, and basically sitting in desire and envy of what someone else has cannot lead to a good place. It can only lead to a destructive place. So, next time you're talking to somebody who's espousing the virtues of these things, try to get them to understand what's the heart of it. Why do they feel that way? And when they say the billionaires have to pay more or somebody else, ask them a simple question. How did they take anything away from you? Now, with a rational person, you'll get an answer, but the irrational ones, it's not going to work. So the goal of this isn't to convert people that are hardcore all the way fully envious and fully coveting, they're not going to change their worldview. However, there are people who initially are drawn to this ideology because they don't fully understand its inner workings and mechanics, and the fact that it eats its own. There is no end to it, because there's always going to be an oppressor group and a victim group. And when you're living that way, when you are in a position where you're coveting and being envious, you are always painting yourself the victim and everybody's the oppressor. So again, something to think about. See you next time.